Hi folks, welcome to Master UPSC PYQs. In this video, I'll be explaining how to master UPSC PYQs for Prelims 2026, and I will also be explaining how to learn from UPSC PYQs for the upcoming exam, like about how to research the content and also the techniques that I have used for attending the questions. So uh, before going to the 2025 prelims question that I'll be explaining for you today, before that, let's go to let's learn some PYQs from 2013 and 2016. So let's read the question. So this question is about virus. This question is about virus, and in 2025 also you can see that there is one question about virus. This was 49th question from 2015 A section. Okay, so in 2013 and 2016, in both 2013 and 2016, they have asked one question about virus. So let's read through the question. So the first question, which is 93rd question from 2013, it says that viruses lack enzymes necessary for the generation of energy. Okay, and the second statement says that virus can be cultured in any synthetic medium. I have given stress for any here, but then still I'm not eliminating just by seeing that any there in that statement. And now let's read the third statement. Viruses are transmitted from one organism to another by biological vectors only. So they are saying that there are, so in the statement itself it's given that viruses, which means there can be n types of viruses and types of virus, and also there are still yet to be explored or to be found. So yeah, so there can be n types of virus. Also they are saying that uh, viruses are transmitted from one organism to another by biological vectors only. So that can be wrong, because you know from that statement itself we can interpret that they are saying biological vectors only, which means there can be some other vector also. So that much we can interpret from that third statement. So viruses are transmitted from one organism to another by biological vectors only. That's what they are saying. So from that question, we understood that there can be other vectors also. We don't need to understand, or we don't need to, at this point of time, for the time being, we don't need to understand. Uh, need to be aware about the other types of vector, but just just by reading that statement, we can understand that there can be other vectors also, and also it's given viruses. So which means there is n types of virus, and they are saying that those n type of virus can be transmitted from one organism to another by biological vectors only, which can be wrong. So we can eliminate third. Just by eliminating third, we'll come to first statement, option A. But here we need to analyze the second statement as well, which says virus can be cultivated in any synthetic medium. Okay, can be cultured in any synthetic medium. So see, there can be any type of synthetic medium, and we have said that there are n types of virus. But is it really possible to cultivate virus in any synthetic medium? There can be some limitations, right? So we are not eliminating the statement just by seeing the any, but then still, but we are logically countering the statement by using our common sense that it cannot be possible to cultivate viruses in any synthetic medium. We know that viruses will live only can be it lives only through living cells. So Any synthetic medium means, synthetic means it's some kind of artificial thing. So there can be limitations. So this can also be taken as wrong. So to also eliminate, we have already eliminated this. Okay, that can be uh, B, C, D gone, and then only A is remaining, which is the answer. Okay, now let's go to 15th question, which is from Prelims 2016. What does it say? Virus can infect bacteria, fungi, plants. So in this question, they are asking us, virus can infect what? Viruses can infect what of which of the following things? So see, from the 2013 question, we have understood that virus can be transmitted from biological vectors and some other kind of vectors, and also viruses means there can be n types of virus, that must be understood. And here we know that bacteria can be a vector, fungus can be a vector, plants can also be a vector. Okay, so just by reading this statement alone, we can understand, we can you know take this as right. And also we have already said that virus, there can be n types of virus, and some or the other may be infecting bacteria, fungus, and plants. So that common sense can be applied here, and we can find that the answer is D. Okay, now we have solved this question logically. Now let's read the uh, answers of this these questions. This question, this answer, this clip I have taken from the internet, which is free, for free. You can also take this. You just need to search for the question, and then the answers will be available in the internet. Or else, if you want the link, I can post it in the description as well. So here, so now let's read the answers for 2013 question. So yeah, what does it say? What does it say? Viruses have no metabolic enzymes and cannot generate their own energy. So here in this slide, I'll be telling how to read the PYQ answers, and also what you need to pick from the PYQs. See, here there are a lot of information given, and you don't need to by heart all of them, but then you just need to learn what is necessary. So it's obvious that we have they have asked three statements here, so you need to be aware about these three statements. That's for sure. So what does the first statement say? The explanation for the first statement: viruses have no metabolic enzymes and cannot generate their own energy. That's the explanation for the first one. Virus lack enzymes necessary for generation of energy, which is true. Why? Because they have no metabolic enzymes, and because of that they cannot generate their own energy. Okay, that's right. And then here, let's read the explanation for the statement 2. They are saying that viruses require growth medium containing living cells and therefore cannot be cultured in any synthetic medium. They said virus can be cultured in any synthetic medium. They altered this cannot be to can, and put the statement. They gave the statement. So here, learn only this, that viruses need a living cell. That's why they cannot be cultured in any synthetic medium. Okay, and here, and third statement. Yeah, here is what we say already. This is what we have already discussed. Not only biological vectors, but mechanical vectors also. So once this question is already asked, so you need to learn, just learn that mechanical vectors also exist, but you don't need to study all the mechanical vectors, but just understand that mechanical vectors are also there. So while we we were attempting this question, we took we interpreted from the question that there can other vectors also. So it's that assumption is also correct. There are mechanical vectors also, and they are saying then that's arthropod vector, that's not really necessary. And yeah, they are not truly living if under so viruses are non-cellular organisms can having, okay, they are non-cellular. It's saying that they are non-cellular organism, they are obligate parasite. Yeah, once they infect a cell, they can take over the machinery of the host cell to replicate themselves, killing the host. So they are saying that once a virus enters a body, it um, controls that particular host, and eventually it kills the host. Okay, see, and then in addition to protein virus, yeah, so you need to learn this as well. So virus, in addition to proteins, virus also contains genetic materials which could be RNA, DNA, and also no virus contains both RNA and DNA. So while I was reading this whole paragraph, I did not study all of them, but then I was just looking at unique facts. No virus contains both DNA and RNA, and virus contains not only proteins but genetic material also, which is RNA or DNA. And here also we have learned the fact that it eventually kills, and it's non-cellular organisms. Okay, and now in general, viruses infect plants. Uh, Viruses that infect plants have single stranded RNA. You don't need to buy her that. You just need to have just common awareness. Virus can infect virus that infect animals have either singular, or you need to learn that as well. But then just understand virus can infect plants and virus can infect animals as well. And bacteriophages, viruses that infect bacteria. See, what was the question that was asked in 2016? Viruses can infect what? See, here bacteria is given, and for 2013 PYQ explanation, they have given that bacteriophages are viruses that can infect bacteria. See how PYQ saves our time and can give direct access. Okay, and then there is a protein code called cuspid. You just need to be you know aware about that. And now let's read the explanation for 2016. Okay, virus can infect almost any kind of host that has living cells. See, this is what we have already learned in this statement to explanation. And animals, plants, fungi, bacteria, etc. can get infected by a virus, which means virus can infect almost anything which has a living cell. That's very important. You need to know that as well. And virus can replicate only inside the living cell of another. It's a repetition. And virus can infect all types of life forms, which also connected to this living cell. Bacteriophage, virus that infects bacteria. Microvirus infect fungi. You don't need to buy out all of this you just need to be aware that you just need to know that bacteriophages, there exists a virus called bacteriophage which can infect a bacteria, and microvirus, and again you need to understand that there exists a virus which can infect fungi as well. So you just need to be aware about that. And here there's one more statement which says that virus can infect plants also. So just generate some, or just pick up some basic awareness or basic facts from the PYQ material, PYQ answers, and you need only that awareness for attending the uh, questions related to virus in the UPSC prelims. You don't need to go in very much depth to understand or to attend future virus related question, but still you need to understand one more thing, that once a topic has been asked by UPSC, then in the probably in the next year they may ask a higher level. That also need to be kept in mind. Okay. Okay, with that knowledge, now we are going to attempt 2025 question. 2025 question. Okay, 2025 question. So in 2025 also they have asked one question about virus. See, the statement 2 is direct hit from the PYQ. No virus can infect bacteria, which is wrong. We have already learned that there exists some kind of virus which is called bacteria, which can infect bacteria. So this statement too is wrong. See, here the UPSC is not asking about the bacteriophages, but UPSC is testing your knowledge or your awareness that whether virus can infect a bacteria. That much is needed. So this is wrong, which means all the three is not the right answer. No virus can change the cellular transcriptional activity in host cells. This is also wrong because already learned we have already learned here. Okay, sorry. Yeah, viruses are viruses are obligate parasites. Once they infect a cell, they can take over the machinery of the host cell to replicate themselves, killing the host. We have already learned this statement. We already read the statement. We didn't by heart, but then we just understood that virus can infect. Once virus infect a cell, they can take control of they can they can take control of that particular host cells. So here, if if we erase this no, then this is absolutely right. But what did they do? They just put one no here to make that statement negative. Okay, so this statement is also wrong, which we can which we can learn from that PYQ explanation. Okay, now let's read uh, the first statement. What does the first statement say? No virus can survive in ocean waters. See, when we were explaining that 2013 question, we interpreted that viruses, which means there can be n types of viruses. What is the and we said that there can be n types of viruses, and all of them may not be transmitted through biological vectors. Some can be through other vectors also, which we learned from here that it's mechanical vectors. And here also we can apply that logic, and we can apply that logic here also. No virus can survive in ocean waters. See, there can be any type of virus, and it is a blatant generalization, or it's absolutely wrong to say that no virus can survive in the ocean waters. And also the ocean waters, it's still to be explored explored and still to be explored. So we don't have a conclusive evidence to say that for sure that no virus can survive in ocean waters. This can also be wrong. We are not eliminating just by seeing no in this statements. We are logically countering, and we are using the PYQ knowledge to answer the question. Here only two, not only one. The answer is none. So how you need to this is how you need to attend PYQs and use your logic, and also uh, you just need to create some awareness uh, about the PYQs. And like we said, we did not study bacteriophages. That particular term we did not study, but then we just understood that bacteria viruses can infect bacteria, and that statement, that concept can be used here as well. So that just that awareness can help you crack that question, and we did now also. So this is how you need to do PYQ analysis. PYQ. This is how you need to attempt PYQ. This is how you need to, you know, there can be some other way also, but then this is one of the effective way to, learn from PYQs and attempt PYQs. In the next year also, you will be getting a lot of repetitions in 2026 as well. So you need to be thorough about PYQs, and this is how you can be thorough in PYQs. So here I have given uh, so yeah, here this is one of the effective method to crack some of the general questions that will be coming in UPSC. This is also from 2025, and I won't be explaining this. You just explain, and you can comment the answers in the comment box. And if you need explanation for this particular question, you can ask in the comment box. Uh, I'll be I'll be ready to explain that in this as well. And if you need more lectures in the upcoming months or upcoming days, you can comment as well. I can make some videos for that as well. Okay, thank you. Thank you so much. So subscribe to the channel.